India, India, India.
Well, this celebrations will certainly continue for a long time, and you know, it's very hard to put into words sometimes what this means for Indian cricket fans. This night will be spoken about for a long time to come. But India have been crowned world champions in women's cricket for the first time ever. Remember, they had reached 3 ODI World Cup finals. They had suffered heartbreak on multiple occasions. But Harmanpreet Kaur side, Harmanpreet Kaur, Smriti Mandhana, Shafali Verma, these women have etched their name in history by leading India to the first ever Women's World Cup title. You know, it's sometimes very hard to sort of put into context what this really means, but we will probably find out in the near future when it comes years down the line, when India, I'm sure, will win many more dollars to come. But this will always be the first, just like Kapil Dev. We still remember Kapil Dev lifting that first World Cup title at Lord's. You know, that image of Kapil Dev lifting that World Cup title is etched in every Indian's memory, and that is exactly what we will witness today. Harmanpreet Kaur will lift the World Cup title, and it will be a seminal moment which will be spoken about for years to come, And the pictures on your screen just tells you what this means for the Indian crowd. Well, thank you, Athira, for joining us. This truly is a landmark moment in India, not just in Indian sport or Indian cricket. It feels like this is bigger than sport, and you were there to witness it. Thank you so much for the updates right from the ground outside the DY Patil Stadium in Mumbai. Well, Eric, you know, the whole country is celebrating, and of course, there will be plenty of celebration and plenty of updates from Mumbai as we continue to gauge the gravity of India's victory. But for now, it's back to you, Eric.
Well, Vidur, just to add the icing to the cake, the Player of the Match award has gone to Shafali Verma. This has just been announced right now. The post-match presentation has begun, and Shafali has received the Player of the Match award. She's marked 87 off 78 balls and also took 2 wickets. And sometimes destiny writes its own script, and Shafali Verma is living proof. Left out of the initial World Cup squad, she got her chance at the last minute and turned it into a performance that redefined her career. The 21-year-old top scored in the final and picked crucial wickets to help India lift their maiden World Cup title. She may have been left out of the World Cup squad, but you don't draw players like Shafali Verma. A player built to dominate, to destroy bowling attacks with pure power. The youngest ever to debut for India in T20s at just 15. Shafali Verma has always brought that X factor, the unpredictability, the fearlessness that can change matches in minutes. When selectors chose Pratika Rawal over her, Shafali Verma was heartbroken. Missing a home World Cup is never easy, especially for someone who lives for big moments. But instead of letting disappointment define her, she used it as fuel. She dominated domestic cricket for Haryana, averaging over 75 at a strike rate of above 150 in the 2024-2025 season. And when destiny opened the doors, an injury to Pratika Rawal, Shafali Verma grabbed the opportunity with both hands, back in the side for the semi-final, and then a match-winning 87 off 78 balls in the final. Her part-time bowling turned out to be a masterstroke. She rolled her arm over and picked up 2 wickets. She had the rub of the green in Navi Mumbai, but more than that, she had the courage to rise again. It's the reward for resilience, grit and unbreakable belief. Left out and written off, Shafali Verma now stands tall as India's biggest game changer. And once again, she has been awarded the Player of the Match at the post-match presentation, which has just begun. Well, thanks for watching, and congratulations to India. This is how Indians celebrated the win.